I, K.V. Sethi, working as lecturer in PSR Law College, Kakinada, East Godavari, affiliated to Adikepi Nannaya University, Rajamahendravaram, Andhra Pradesh. I teach public administration. Today's topic is in Unit 2, Legislative Powers of Administration, Delegated Legislation in Administration, and Delegated Legislation and its control. In modern democratic countries, various administrative authorities are established for the welfare of public at large. Administrative authorities need powers to execute mandate. Parent Act empowers administrative authorities to enact laws. Parent Act means laws enacted or made by the legislature or assemblies. Those are delegates the power to the administrative authorities to fulfill their need. It will be called enacted subordinate laws. Law made by executive authorities is called delegated or subordinate law. Definition of delegated legislation. According to Professor Halsberg, delegated legislation means law enacted by the administrative authorities. According to Salmond, it is the legislation which proceeds from any authority other than sovereign power. Sovereign power means the ultimate power of the state is the most powerful of the state. The reasons for the growth of delegated legislation. The first reason is overburdened legislature. Means in a welfare state, everything the legislation would not fulfill it because there are so many aspects they have to do. Therefore, those are delegating the powers to the executive authorities. Parliament is highest law-making body in country. Parliament is the highest law-making body in the central. But Parliament is very busy with its primary responsibilities to conduct the sessions of the Parliament and external affairs, foreign affairs and everything. So that Parliament empowers to the authorities to make their laws according to their need. It cannot have time to enact details administrative laws. Hence, there is a dire need of delegated legislation. Independence of judicial system. We follow single judiciary in India. Judiciary cannot decide case with speedy manner. Traditional judiciary have its own limitations. Administrative authorities can decide the matters with great speed with delegated legislation. For example, railway rates tribunal, income tax tribunal. Those are time to time issues GOs, regulations according to the people need. Chance of experimentation with socio-economic and political phenomenon. Administrative law can provide case-to-case approach. Administration requires constant experimentation. For example, Election Commission of India introduced VVPAT machineries for transparent elections. In 2019 general elections, VVPAT used throughout India. Meeting emergency situation. Emergency is sudden situation appear before state and it need immediate action. In that situations or circumstances, the authorities will take step immediately. Administrative law help to take speedy decisions in emergency. There are unforeseen events which we cannot predict or we cannot expect in the national life of country. For example, flood, tsunami, earthquake, external aggressions, war, like that. In that situations, there is no time to pass the legislations or take decisions by the sovereign power. Though in that situations, whatever they need, the authorities will take action immediately. This possibility is there. Filling details of legislation. Parliament enact skeleton or framework of legislation. It empowers to the administration to fulfill that skeletons or frame. Administrative law have to fill details. To fill details require core subject. Delegated legislation is a proper tool to fill minute details of law. Garkin scheme launched by central and state. Land, construction, area, quality, etc. are details. Administration through administrative agencies. In modern welfare state are working through agencies. State in protector, provider, and entrepreneur. Administrative agencies can handle it very nicely. State runs through administrative authorities. Hence, there is growth of delegated legislation. For example, education authorities, industrial authorities, public health authority. Flexibility. Flexibility is necessary for better governance. Parliament legislation cannot provide much needed flexibility. Administrative agencies can provide better flexibilities. Hence, there is growth of delegated legislation. For example, in 11th hour, decisions have to take by the authorities. There is a chance to take up the decisions by the authorities. Control of delegated legislation. There are three kinds of control given under delegated legislation: parliamentary, legislative control, judicial control, executive or administrative control. Parliamentary or legislative control. Under parliamentary democracy, it is a function of the legislative to legislate, and it's not only the right but the duty of the legislature to took upon its agent how they are working. It is a fact that due to delegation of the power and the general standards of control, the judicial control has diminished and usurps its area. In India, parliamentary control is an inherent constitutional function because the executive is responsible to the legislative at two stages of control. Initial stage, direct and indirect stage. In the initial stage, it is to decide how much power is required to be delegated for completing the particular task, and it also observed that delegation of powers is valid or not. Now, the second stage consists of two different parts: direct control, indirect control. Direct control means laying is an important and essential aspect under direct control, and it is laid down as per the requirement. Such means that after making the rule, it should be placed before the parliament. It includes three important parts as per the degree of control needs to be exercised: simple lying, negative lying, affirmative lying, and rest of mandatory and test of directory are two main tests. Test of mandatory, where the laying demand is a condition pattern to guide the rule into effect them, is such a case lying need is mandatory, where the provision is mentioned that the rules should be drafted in a particular format, then it becomes mandatory to follow the format. Indirect control. This is a control exercised by Parliament and its committees. Another name of such type of committee is subordinate legislation. The main work of the committee is to examine whether the rule are according to general object of the act. It bars the jurisdiction of the court in direct or indirect ways, whether it has a retrospective effect or not, whether it safeguard or destroy the principles of natural justice. Example: Pendant involved in its from consolidated fund. Procedures and executive control. There is no particular procedure for it until the legislatures make it mandatory for the executive to follow certain rules or procedures. To follow a particular format, it may take a long time, which will definitely defeat the actual object of the act. Hence, procedural control means that under the Parent Act, certain guidelines are given which need to be followed, while whether it is mandatory or directory to follow it or not. It includes three components: pre-publication and consultation with an expert authority, publication of delayed legislation, laying of rules, judicial control. Judicial review upgrade the rule of law. The court has to see that the power delegated is within the ambit of the Constitution as prescribed. Judicial review is more effective because court do not recommend but it clearly strikes down the rule which is ultra-wise in nature. As per section 13(3), clause A, law is defined under the Constitution of India, which clearly indicates that state should not make any law which abridge the right given part 3 of the Constitution. It is dependent on two base grounds. It is ultra-wise to the Constitution of India. It is ultra-wise to the Enabling Act. Conclusion. If in India parliamentary control overlaps the delegated legislation, then it is mandatory that the Committee of Parliament need to be strong enough and separate laws should be made and passed with given a unformed rule for laying down and publication purposes. A committee must contain a special body to look on the delegated work, whether it's going in the right direction or effectively or not. All the three organs should focus on their work and do not interrupt unnecessarily to prevent chances in the system. If there is no judicial control over the executive legislature, the legislature make laws as they will. In that circumstances, the arbitration, there is a chance to turn the discretionary power to arbitrary power. If the laws passed by the legislature, executive can exercise as they like. If there is no control or check over it, the authorities of the departments, there is a chance to do otherwise. Means they will exercise the powers beyond their powers. The judiciary always controls over the legislature as well as the executive. Otherwise, the fundamental rights of the people of the country may chance to infringe or took away their rights. In this process, judiciary always check over the lawmaking authorities and executive authorities.